I used to work for a Class B lender. Technically, the company I worked for wasn't a payday loan company, but at that point it was semantics. Basically, what they did was collateral-based lending. They'd put a lien on something with an "I work at Starbucks, I always give 100 at work" shirt title, car or house, as collateral on the loan. They did have some unsecured loans, but nothing over a few $100. Everything else about their business model was utter predatory and completely disgusting. I feel horrible about the fact I worked for someone like them. They know where I live. Well, lol. That was kind of funny. When they sent someone after me in 1995, I lived on a rural route, and the guy couldn't find my place. So he went into the grocery store in town and pretended to be a relative with a Connecticut license plate. I lived so far north in Vermont, this was literally a Canadian border town. The person at the store said, if she wanted you to know where she lived, she'd have told you. I work at Starbucks, I always give 100 at work shirt. Tank top, V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. Tank top, V-neck. Wow, it sounds like you have quite. I thought you were joking. Care to share more about the inner workings or just any aspects of Scientology that people may not know about, please? I always find it unfathomable that a cult like that can exist in this day and age, harming so many people, committing all those crimes, and yet the government doesn't do anything about it. Scientology has nothing on some of the larger sects. Even Mormonism, strange as it is to many Christians, seems so much more normal than Scientology. They are essentially ignored because the cloak of Christianity gives an air of "I work at Starbucks, I always give 100 at work" shirt legitimacy for most Americans, even if they don't agree with their interpretation of the Bible. But the evil that happens in some of those groups is fucking incredible. Official work at Starbucks, I always give 100 at work sweatshirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, hoodie. After I quit, they would come around door. When I didn't answer, they would go around to the windows and bang on them and yell at me. I skedaddled from LA back to Minnesota, partly just to get away from them. Luckily, they didn't have any of "I work at Starbucks, I always give 100 at work" shirt my Minnesota info. The weirdest experience I had was driving through the desert after a job. Driving through Riverside County, it was empty everywhere you look. Then out of nowhere, boom, lush green lawns, weirdly colored buildings, high-rise fences. Before we knew it, we were driving through Gold Base. Definitely one of the absolute weirdest experiences. You could see people walking around behind the fence, all dressed the same, all walking briskly to their next task. I still remember when I got my first job, got all excited that I'd finally found something. And by pure coincidence, at the same play my best mate had just interviewed at. He interviewed Monday, second interviewed the following Monday, and accepted on Tuesday. Other products.